That is all that is left of California's landscape. What an age. But we have a lovely lady named Lady in the foreground here. She has an awesome idle animation. I'm just going to let that play out in full. This is a lovely animation. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. Little stretch there. I'm so bored. All these demons are easy. Boom. And then she's just resting. Very nice. So, Lady, playable for the first time in the history of the world. And she's quite different from all the other characters. As you probably know, she's very firearm focused. She's not a demon. She does not have demon blood. She's a demon hunter, but 100% human.
Oh.
So instead of devil arms and such, enchanted weapons, she just has regular old guns. This is she's got pistols. She's got a shotgun. And she has the old standby. This is called the Kalina Ann. You may remember this quite well from Devil May Cry 3, where she not only used it to great effect, but she eventually gives it to Dante, and you get to use it as him. And you can switch between all these on the fly using L2 and R2. And she's also, I guess with the Kalina Ann, she's also got some basic melee attacks. As you can see, they're quite slow, so you don't want to rely on these too much. I think if you're familiar with the series, you're going to end up having to fight the urge to mash melee because you're so used to relying on that as like your primary attack. There's a time and a place for Lady's melee. She's also got, if you do the stinger input, she's got this sort of get off me move, 360 move. And then if you hit lock on back an attack, she does this volley of grenades, and you can actually adjust how far those go by adjusting the duration that you hold the attack.
Nice.
She's got the air combo I think I showed. She also has a downward slam, which is super useful when there's enemies below you. You can also enemy step out of that. She does have enemy step. So this is really cool. She has a double jump, but because she's not magic like the other characters, she doesn't use like those magic sigils. She actually just uses the what am I trying to say? The kickback from her Kalina Ann to launch herself upward, and that will hurt enemies below her. So if you're good, I'll try and show it off later, but you can do that, and then enemy step off them to reset it, sort of keep pogoing off their heads until they're dead. She's got a built-in grappling hook here, this sort of wire thing. This doesn't pull her to the enemy or pull the enemy to her. Basically adjusts the enemy's y-axis. So if you shoot an enemy with it, she'll yank them upward into the air. And I'll show that in combat later. And then if they're already in the air and you use it, she'll slam them back down on the ground. So if you're like right above an enemy and you use it on them, it'll pull the enemy right up to you and you can follow up with melee.
Okay.
Or if they're far away from you, you pull them up and then follow up with gunfire. So every firearm has a charge shot up to 3 levels. Ooh. Her level 2 with the pistols will actually set them on fire.
I like the special effect for the charge is actually like a little explosive.
Yeah. So it lets you know very clearly when it's charged. And also in the upper left, you can see she actually has UI for that too, which is super helpful. It also looks very cool.
Yeah, look at all the levers.
Now this is really cool. So you see her level 1 charge shot is actually super fast. So if you're good, you can fire multiple charge shots in midair before you even hit the ground. Sorry, I'm tangled here. So you can be like...
Nice.
So
somebody already quoted you here. They did quotes if you're good. I think that's...
I mean, I'm not saying I'm that good, but you know, it takes a little practice. With the shotgun, when you charge up, you actually get powered up shots for a duration of time, as indicated by the UI in the upper left. You can see it pulling down there. You see how I have these giant halos around my shots now, and I think the level of the charge just affects the strength and the duration. There's level 2. So you get a lot of bang for your buck there. And then with the Kalina Ann, you're a little more restricted because you cannot run around while you're charging, but packs a big punch. This is easier to show on enemies, but what the hell, while we're here.
All right.
The level 3 has a ridiculous area of effect. You hit such a big radius.
It's going to take
also
off.
looks really cool. Yeah, I love that effect. Boom! And it'll explode.
Passengers, please fasten your seatbelts.
Yes.
Kalina Ann is about to take off.
So now, each gun also has special moves, of course. So these are the using the typical directional inputs. So you lock on and hit forward and then mash circle. You do that volley of shots. And you can adjust the duration. If you don't mash, it looks like that. We're mashing all of them.
Is she
and
tossing the guns out of it?
Clips.
Oh, the clips.
Yes, she's. Oh wait, it does come with styling. The clips.
She tossed the guns.
The point is, oh wait, I guess she does do that in 3. Huh? Also, look at her little pouch skirt. That's so adorable. What a great design. Anyway, lock on, hit back and circle. You do a similar move, but that launches the enemy, and you can do some time with it.
God.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Quite strong too. And then with the shotgun, you've got a stinger-like move. Now, if you mash circle again while you're doing that, you follow up with a like this. Sorry, blast back. And that actually launches you further back than your starting point. So it's a great way to reposition yourself. You could even use it to like do like a Gunlance style, like do it while facing backwards so that you're thrusting forward. Does anyone know what I am talking about? Monster Hunter?
Huh? I didn't. Sorry.
Someone will know what I mean.
I was reading a question. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Lock on back and circle, and you can mash this. This is kind of like Dante's fireworks move, but just a little more nutso. And in general, the shotgun is intended for close range, so you're not going to get much use out of it, even at the mid-range. But it's a great get off me kind of weapon. And then with the Kalina Ann, lock on forward and circle, and hold circle down. If you like, you can actually free aim the laser sight, and this will lock onto targets. Oh my god.
What have we done?
This has to happen once a session. When you let go, you fire a bunch of rockets. And it'll fire more rockets if you have more lock-ons.
Alright, Patriots Zenali says gun kata. I don't know what.
Do you ever see Equilibrium?
Yes, I have.
I think that's what you're talking about.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
I mean, that's kind of what she's going for. And then lock on back and circle, and you can mash this one too to extend the duration. Fires forward, but basically in like a sort of semicircle radius. If you don't mash, it's this long. And I guess that's the basics. So all those combine into a sort of ballet of gunplay that I think you find quite satisfying. Oh yeah, one more thing. Because she doesn't have Demon Blood, she has no Devil Trigger. Right. So you may be wondering, what's the deal? If you look in the upper left, she has those little grenade nuggets in her UI. Those build up similarly to Devil Trigger meter, where you either take or give damage to build it up. And then when you tap L1, she basically has a bailout move. It's almost like a shoot 'em up smart bomb kind of thing. Oh yeah, I will show you taunts as we go.
Alright, so you're reading the question.
Well, sorry. I'll leave it to the master.
No, I am. Can you?
So you can
jump
be
cancel
like,
out of questions?
I can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's like multitasking.
Alright.
Hold on, guys. I'll get to you.
Alright, yeah, so I think one of the big questions was exactly what you're talking about there. Dante's Genius was asking, are there any drawbacks to being human besides the lack of Devil Trigger? Things like weakness, increased damage when hit, etc. And then Drifty Diamond 49 asked if she has any health recovery.
She does not have health recovery, so that's a disadvantage. I don't think she takes more damage, but I'll leave that for you to judge. I haven't heard anything about that, so.
Horse is asking if there's online co-op. No, this game is a single player only. It's very much a special edition of Devil May Cry 4, which came out about 8 years ago. And yeah, and that. So we're basically fine-tuning and adding cool things, you know, to that particular game, and that was designed to be a single-player game. So we're still sticking to the same scope of that game. Let's see. All right, so question here. Well, actually more of a request. M. Maddie is asking to go through the skill list for Lady. Presumably,
yeah, I'll show that in a sec. I guess after
the wiki.
Yeah. Oops. Nope.
That doesn't work.
It is. It helps to not suck. Which I'm trying. I'm trying not to suck.
Very different character from all the other ones, right?
Yeah, but you know, I think you'll find that you know, the philosophy is the same. Her moves flow together. You just have to experiment, you know, and be creative. That's the whole name of the game. That's what makes this series special. It really rewards creativity and just thinking outside the box, using the moves in ways that you may not think, they may not show you on the beaten path.
Right.
I find that there's not a lot of manual running around with her. She has moves that reposition her, like this one.
Yeah.
And this. But then, like, you choose a spot, perch for a minute, move on, perch again, move on, perch again. It just feels a little different. Move list, okay. So, she's got all this. Kalina Ann.
Okay, so question here from Zarizar. Can we still switch weapons while firing to shoot faster? Oh yeah, it's elaborating here too. In DMC 3, if you fire the Kalina Ann, switch weapon, fire, switch to Kalina Ann, then switch to Kalina Ann again.
Switch canceling.
Faster. You can you can fire Kalina Ann faster than you can switching, because as switching you negate the recoil. So
good question. I can
try
test.
it out.
Was it? Do you guys remember? Was it just by switching, or was it switching and shooting with another gun?
I think. Wait. Oh. Where is the option here? It says right here. You can switch weapon, then fire, and then switch to Kalina Ann. So you have to switch with the other gun.
So the wire shot. She also, I should mention, she also uses the wire shot to traverse the Nero segments that had used the Devil Bringer. Now use the, there it is, grapple. And if you didn't already know, Lady is playable in Nero's stages of the Lady Trish campaign, and then when you get to the Dante stages, Trish takes over. But they're all playable in Bloody Palace. Burst attack is this thing. You can also do this in midair. Bears mentioning. Oh wait, abilities. So all the basic abilities.
So general question: if the new characters will be available from the start, that is true, correct?
Well, except Trish, because you don't. She takes over Dante's stages.
So DMC 4 was structured in a way where if you play the game, there's like a Nero Dante campaign. You start with Nero and then you switch over to Dante. And that's still the system. And then the Lady Trish follows that same formula where you start with Lady and you switch to Trish. But then Virgil has the ability to play through all the stages. So to answer your question, you can from the start you can play as Nero, Lady, or Virgil. Right?
Nero, Lady, or Virgil. Yes, that is correct. Yeah.
I think somebody spotted that she has America. Really? I didn't notice that. Alright. Okay.
So this is a cool thing. If you're good, you can man, these guys aren't resilient enough. I'm showing the blue with a head. I gotta say, so the grappling hook is definitely the easiest way to keep both these dudes. You can enemies step off them to faster.
Hopefully that'll work.
So you can see the rocket launcher, the Kalina Ann is best for long range. I mean, it's effective at pretty much any range because it's so powerful, but it's the most effective for long range. Oh my god. This might be a good opportunity to show the level 3 here. You cannot alter targets after you start the charge game, so you have to be very sure of yourself. It's a risk-reward thing. You know, it takes a very long time to charge it up. It usually pays off. And the shoot's high.
Kinetic Bomb is asking any new game modes. Yeah, we have Legendary Dark Knight mode, which was in the PC version, but never in the console version. So that's sort of.
So if you can.
Okay, so going through other questions here. Are you ready for?
Yeah, let's see where they at.
What are they at? You guys are asking. So Arcane Magic, how will Lady fare against the bosses, particularly Dante, Savior, and
I mean, you know, there are always. You'll have to employ different strategies than you would with Nero, but there are strategies. I'm going to try and show off one boss today.
yeah?
And I don't know how well I'll do, but I at least know some of the strategies.
Right. Tell you that. Reports that the game audio is still too loud. I can barely hear it.
It's practically on 0. Yeah. It's like some kind of.
We're gonna see the voices up.
3, you're a little off here.
Okay. Okay.
I find it very satisfying to slam down and then do the enemy step. I will call that my style. You want some?
Okay. So
did you see that finisher?
I did not.
Just jumped out of the way. I'm telling you, it's super fun and you know, feels very distinct from the other characters. I think they've done a great job of making each character stand out to the point that it makes you appreciate what was already there even more. Dante and Nero become, you know, two very distinct characters and a very distinct roster of characters.
Right, right.
I think you'll find your desire to go back to them greater than expected.
All right. So okay. Wait.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I don't want
So the question is about defensive maneuvers. There's a couple of them. I'm trying to put them together here. But does she have a roll or dodge?
It does have the roll.
Okay.
Yeah, every character has the roll.
So any particularly defensive move, like a yes. Okay.
Sorry, you were saying? I totally.
Any defensive moves though, like a parry or anything?
So you'll see this later. I don't know to what extent this works on enemies, but I know that. So the boss I'm going to show you today, one thing you can do is parry the projectiles.
Okay.
So that's definitely a thing. I mean, I think it's something for people to experiment with because I don't know the full extent of it.
Okay. So, all right. There was one about. Okay, so Guardian E is asking, does the recoil shot after the shotgun stinger have any iframe, vulnerability frame? And can you cancel it into a roll or otherwise? So which shotgun?
This guy here, ground zero. You're asking if that jump back has invincibility frames?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I'm trying to find out. I do know that this does. The scatter, that does have iframes.
Okay.
We can try it. I've definitely used this as an evasive maneuver. We have another gameplay video coming, as we have every week.
Ooh, okay.
And there was one moment where it happened by accident, but no one needs to know. But okay, so let's see if I can get. No. But yeah, you can. If you're good, you can enemy step that and just keep grappling him and get the poke out really fast.
Right. Alright, do the pencil manner is asking if you just showed it. Do the grenade launch enemies?
Good question. This is probably not the guy to show us. Oh my god. He's incorrigible.
Okay. So question about the campaign again. In Lady Trish campaign, you switch back to Lady for missions 19 and 20. That was a question from the gaming.
I haven't.
And then MG Rising complimenting the same question. So Lady finishes off the final boss.
I assume so, but yeah, we can follow.
Yeah, we can check it out once we switch over. You said you're gonna show us the boss.
Well, not the boss.
Right. But still gonna open up that menu.
Woo! I don't know what I did there, but
you got triple S.
Seems to have been some kind of counter.
Taunt.
It's fine. We already saw.
You saw the triple S taunt?
Oh wait, maybe it was A.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just discovered some kind of counter that I didn't know about. Maybe you guys know about that.
KOS Destroyer 101 is asking, any just frame or just charge done? Any evidence of that?
Just charge them?
Yeah.
I messed around with that a little bit. I don't believe there is a just charge version for her.
Yeah, it seems like you, okay, Dr. Acula
Okay, so
saying that it seems like you reflected.
It's hard to tell because they all
killed him. They're saying that you reflected the Angel's orb, which was the attack.
Cool. Well,
time for a little maintenance.
Looks like I pulled a homer.
Request to see the costumes and things like that.
You know, I actually don't have the costume in this build, unfortunately, but you know, we at least have the render on the blog.
Yeah. And if you
pre-order, her costume is the DMC3 outfit. I quite like.
And if you pre-order the game, you get.
Yeah, if you pre-order, you get the Lady and Trish costumes. You'll be able to buy those as well if you don't have to pre-order. But if you do like to pre-order, you can do so now on all three versions.
PC.
Actually, I think the Xbox one might be down right now, but PlayStation 4.
I heard somebody was going to do it, so I don't know if it's just
I think it was up and then not. But yeah, go ahead and take a look at the blog. We have links.
Oh, Greg, you're kicking your butt.
Whoop! Word of the sword, huh?
There you go. Boom. Alright, okay, back to questions. Hey, it's me, 713 is asking, will Lady have some sort of inertia? Well, Greg was surprised when I actually said that there was inertia, so I don't think we know. But there was earlier gameplay there that made it seem like there was inertia, so L was saying 94, ask again what? Oh no, wait. Here. No, I copied it. It's right here. It's next. Elsame94 is asking, have the guns been buffed at all to accommodate for Lady's arsenal, or the guns just
I think her
stronger
guns
than
are stronger than other characters with comparable.
Yeah, I mean, you figure if they had to design a character around that, they wouldn't just give the gun damage value, even recoil and things like that.
Oh god! Wow, that move.
Wow.
That move, guys. Let's go ahead and try a stage.
Yeah.
Something about the blitz.
It's your nemesis, really, huh?
He's my nemesis.
Okay, Course is asking if there's a new boss, like in DMC3 SE.
There is not.
But there are 3 new characters, dude. Or
There's
lady.
not a boss. Would have been fun to see the Jester. Let's go through stage 8.
Okay, Greg. It seems like you're not the only one. Blitz
Yeah.
wrecks everyone.
You'd
LOL.
think you'd think Lady would excel at taking out blitzes because she's so gun
Yeah.
oriented, but it's all in the power of the player.
Okay.
I mean, you know, we try to bring this up as much as possible, but even though it's not a unique feature to this game, the fact that this game will have... Sorry, I think I just went the wrong way. Oh, what the heck. The fact that this game will have sharing functionality, you know, video sharing, is a huge deal for this game. You know, Devil May Cry games have had video content creators since the PS2 era, when it was no easy feat to record gameplay and get it online. You know, it predated YouTube, and you know, you had to have the ability to capture footage of a PS2, which we only just got.
Yeah.
That's not actually true. We've had it for a while, but you know, so now we're finally in an era where virtually everyone who has the game will be able to share the gameplay, which means a lot for the style scene, which is already quite well established. Very excited about that. It will mean more to sort through, but
oh,
while in the end.
See, Majestic Ezoe or Elzoe. I'm a DMC user.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to see what you do.
There you go.
These guys can't be launched.
Well, speaking of which, did we try out the grenade launch thing? It didn't work, right?
They died, so I need to
try again. Okay.
Maybe these lizard people will be resilient enough.
The Bumblebee Cody giving you a pro tip for the Blitz. Don't go in guns a-blazing, and then the cop-up phase. They did that? Okay, so...
Seems like more of a taunt, but I know it's late over there.
Dante's a Genius is asking, odd question, will there be images of the weapons available?
Wait. Grenades.
Oh wow, so he's saying, I'm creating a Kalina but would also like to keep our other weapons looking accurate for the costume. So I guess we're making cosplay.
I can ask if we have renders. I feel like there must be some from Vanilla, from 3.
Yeah.
Maybe not, because she wasn't playable. Oh, so who cared?
Okay.
Oh wait, but down the head.
Oh, right.
So
so X uses GB. Are you allowed to show Lady Who's Got a cutscene?
I am not. No, sorry.
As soon as you have one, we can. Okay.
Well, so Lady and Trish have they have collectively they share an opening and an ending.
Okay. Okay. Next one from Jeff Bosch. Yeah, did I say that right? Okay. How does the game look? 1080p or 720p? How's the frame rate? I don't know.
So
I think
we're
stream
playing in 720 right now because of our stream limitations. But yeah, it runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second, which it already had.
And I saw somebody earlier asking, you might not know, Greg, but the PC version, is it capped at 120 frames per second?
I don't know. That info might be on the. Actually, I don't think that info is on this page. They finally have specs up though. If you want to check your system specs. I don't know if there's a cap. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. But definitely smooth as
It's
butter.
about as smooth as action games get. And mind you, this game 1080p, 60 FPS on console, and you've got turbo mode, so the game can run. We're playing on turbo mode right now, by the way.
Right. Oh, okay.
Actually, wait, hold on.
Are we?
I think we are. I always do. Yeah,
Turbo on.
you can see it down here. But that speeds up all gameplay by 20%, and Legendary Night Mode puts a nigh comical number of enemies on screen at a time, so and it doesn't really hiccup at all. So smooth, high-tech gaming action. Oh! I like to follow up the ground zero with the rocket blast. I feel like a big man.
Okay, so more questions. Question about the PC version. Unfortunately, we don't have that version. We're playing off the PS4 version right now. But do ask them. Let's see. Where should we get the questions for PC version that we can channel it through our guy there?
I mean, you could just make a note.
Okay.
Like put it in Notepad, and I'll take it to our dudes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm noting down PC-related questions. Okay. So
I saw this was a question I saw on Twitter. Someone asked if you can map the change target button to R3.
Mm-hmm.
You can. Show that you can. So you can map different control, custom control schemes for each character separately. I actually have it set to R3 now. I don't use it too much, but you can.
Okay, that's good.
It's L3 by default.
So question here, I can answer this one here. Stetsuno, will game saves from PS3 carry over to PS4? Negative.
No, sorry.
We're just starting from scratch on this one here. So I mean, you will. I said we as like we're all gonna be playing this. So.
See.
Have you guys shown all the costumes, not including palette swaps in the blog, Greg? If you're
it's one completely new costume, as we showed yesterday, per character, and then the EX colors, which we haven't shown yet, although there's a glimpse of at least one of them in the trailer.
Okay, so there it is.
But they're actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so Joe 2187 is asking, can the scatter be used in all directions or only backwards?
Only back. It's a back hop.
Okay.
So I mean, and you have to be locked on. So
right.
I was gonna say you could face away and do it, but you can't.
Right.
It's a nice little evasive move. Like I said, it does have iframes and it also blurs things up. Yeah, I don't think the grenades launch enemies, but it's hard to tell because usually they die. This game does feature this castle thingy.
What castle thingy?
So, yeah, no, there's some gorgeous set pieces that have withstood the test of time quite well. So this fight, this took me a lot of tries, and I don't know how I'll do today.
So no talk. See what happens there. Ooh.
Oh my god, fresh.
Hi for Frito. Get
All
motivated.
right. No more horsing around.
So as Greg gets motivated and focuses on the boss over here, let's do a quick recap. The game is going to be available on June 23rd, June 4th.
Whoa! I got. Oh. If you're awesome, you can
PC.
block all of those.
Yeah. So PS4, Xbox One, PC, $24.99, and equivalent of those in euros and pounds.
Oh, the timing is quite tight. But when you do it, you feel like $1 million gosh darn dollars, don't you know? Man, there is a window where that works on it.
This game runs at 60 frames per second. I have a bunch of other questions copied over here. We'll ask them in just a minute. Greg, you can focus right now. Get this guy down.
Whoa.
There's a chance. Slam.
Alright, this is where he brings his A game.
Phone call.
I'll see this war. Oh man, still no?
Is he holding out? Whoa! Oh yeah, he's gonna put another combo.
Whoop. Yes! First try. You have no idea how hard that was for me when I first tried it with Lady. Okay. So that's what that fight looks like with Lady. I wanted to show it more, but you can use the melee attacks to deflect those lances he tosses, and also when in his A game phase, he surrounds you with these sort of summon sword looking things, and you can knock those out with this dealie. So someone was asking about canceling out of rocket shots. That's
with the Kalina N.
So here's how fast it shoots when you mash.
Yeah. So you shoot. Oh man.
I don't know if this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you need to switch. You need to shoot with the gun.
Oh, shoot also?
Yeah. Shoot, change, shoot, change.
That's how fast I can shoot with the next gun. You see, there's quite a... I think it's faster to just use the stick on the Kalina.
Yeah. All right. Greg, ready for more questions?
Yeah.
The right-hand man, can Lady charge her weapons while fighting, like Nero can do his charge? Like, so can you hold a charge with one gun and shoot with another? Or, like, do melee attacks?
Let's see if...
It
Yeah,
looks
it looks like you do go back to Lady here.
Yeah,
Makes
Lady, for missions 19 and 20, it seems.
Why don't we mess around with LDK a little bit? Let's just go to mission 2. So, okay, I can try that out now.
Okay.
They haven't tweaked the lock-on, so it works like it did in vanilla.
All right. Okay, so Patriot is asking if we'll be able to use the Vita to control play, like remote play, right?
Yeah, well, I haven't tested it yet. I assume there will be, but I think not safe to assume anyway.
Every game does.
Yeah. I would expect it does. Just like. Okay, so what was I about to check? Yeah. I mean, just because the switch canceling doesn't work, you might find other tricks that serve a similar purpose.
Okay, so questions about the secret missions. Drift Diamond and Cable Hopper are both asking. Will Lady have any? Will do any secret? Should be able to do any of the secret missions? And the other one is asking, how will secret missions work for each of the characters? Since the original, they were mostly unique to Dante and Nero.
Question. We can check.
No.
Yep.
Quick request to see Lady's walking animation. I don't think he walked.
Well, not a great place to show it. Hold on.
Yeah. So this could be.
Oh yeah. Ready for anything.
Nice.
It's not easy to walk with a giant bladed rocket launcher.
And look stylish. So blah 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 is actually the American version. Is going to have the I thought the
American version does not.
I thought the two games all have like
Well, no, it's a big feature in Japan that deciding is that for the first time they have Japanese. That is a Japan exclusive feature.
Get out of my way. All right. I like that. So.
So is the audio now too low? I feel like this might have to do with your individual setups, guys. Sets up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Game.
So the
game sounds loud.
compared to our voices.
You can turn us up.
Yeah.
This is highly irregular, guys.
Yeah, last time it was perfect.
Like the game audio looks like it's on 0. We've done a lot of these streams. It's fun to break these meticulously crafted objects.
Alright. And
Okay. So here you get a glimpse at her traversal. I mean, basically the same thing. Just she's using the wire shot.
right. So, question for Guardian E. How does the grapple work on bosses, since it only pulls the enemy instead of Lady? So, I think you're talking about like bosses like Burial, where
Yeah, well, obviously you can't like launch them or slam them into the ground.
right.
Yeah, I mean there might be specific applications. I've never.
Right.
I mean,
okay.
it also does damage for what that's worth.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like you can do the secret missions.
There you go.
I'm probably going to fail this, like I always do.
Is this one to kill everybody?
Yeah.
Here's a little something. Let's light it up. You won't get away. Make it rain. Take this.
You got this.
Maybe.
Who's left?
Oh. All the way in the next county.
Oh, there's more of them. 14 seconds.
Make it rain.
There you go.
Yay! How auspicious.
That's right. Alright, more questions.
Yeah.
Does Lady, so hey, it's me, was asking, does Lady have any sort of EX act or max act way to charge her weapons? Any charging mechanic?
Oh, like an insta-charge? Negative.
No, like a way to charge them up. Sort of like you queue up a charge, that way when you do an attack it's charged up. Like heroes.
Well, you have to hold the button. Let's see. So,
Can you do other attacks while it's charging up?
trying to see how that works when you charge and then switch. So you go charge. You seem to lose the charge.
What can you do, like a melee attack?
You can do melee. And then you get to keep your pistol charge, so I can be like, meh.
Cool.
Yeah. And you can like, you hit shoot and jump at the same time. cancel the shot, the initial shot.
Right.
Lots of little tricks for people to discover. Stuff that I haven't discovered. Simply don't have the time to learn it all. Oops! Every time. There we go.
Alright, so the switchback is asking to see more taunts in combat.
I will try. Decidedly not my style, but
Well, but
hold on, I got timeout. Oops! I thought I had the shot coming.
oh, is this
This is LBK, yeah. I mean, they start you off, they ease you into the mode a little bit, you know, like it's not like a crazy number of enemies yet. It does get there.
I can do this.
I want to stress the importance of camera work in style videos. Nothing worse than an awesome combo ruined by bad camera work. Oh, there's a bad column in the way. Telling you guys. Not as much in this because there's fixed cameras, but there is some swiveling.
We're limited with what we can show as far as like boss battles and things of that nature. So the game is still in development, so we get clearance to show certain things, not others. Those grenades did not seem to want. Oops.
Kind of totally weird.
Yeah.
Because you can cancel out of that shotgun, or cancel out of the jump with the shotgun blast pretty much immediately.
Oh, switch back. Sorry. Maybe missed the introduction there. I don't know. I think Greg is going to cover all the details on the HUD over there. Gameplay video. Or on the outside after we're done. But yeah, I mean, if you want to
The HUD, oh yes, I mean basically, so you've got the thing in the upper left that shows the status of your charge shot.
Right.
Fills up as you charge, up to 3 levels. If you're using a shotgun, charges last the duration of time, so it shows you cooldown. Also, the charged up shotgun blast has this freeze frame effect. It's so satisfying.
So you have a double S. Want to do a bomb?
That was a good idea, but I got overzealous.
Well, after, yeah, I had mentioned
At least do an A. 1, 2, we're seeing this one.
That's a clear the area.
And then the grenades are instead of a devil trigger, she has this sort of bailout, throw grenades everywhere move.
So those, if you have like a full bar, how much do they take? Like, do they take 1 per grenade, 1 move per grenade? How does that work?
You mean how? Well, I think it affects basically the strength of the blast.
So it uses all of them at once?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just like a one-time bailout.
Right. Okay, so Bertolatino is asking, I don't know if he's got an answer. Is there a super lady?
There is not. Trish and Lady do not have super characters. Everyone else does. Also, this was the case in the PC version, but Nero's Super Nero not only gives him infinite double trigger, but also gives him max act charge every single move, which is why you saw some of the crazy stuff that the producer was doing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't take it serious.
Everybody.
Well, that's
everybody
basically.
mentioning dislocked stuff there. I mean, that joke is so 2011.
There is no disc. Let's go ahead and come back on.
Yes, let's go back.